watching Leicester Till I Die TV.
Watch us on YouTube.
Listen on your favourite podcast platform.
Or ask your smart speaker
To play the podcast Leicester Till I Die.
Right, Chris.
All right, and look, before we start, we have got some breaking news. As you know, Yuri Tielemans wanted to go to a top European club that was playing in the top echelons of European football, a Champions League club, and today he's having his medical. Well, this is the breaking news. Aston Villa in the Conference League, Yuri? What a tosspot. All I can say is, hope you break a leg, mate. You've really gone up to the top level of world and European football there, haven't you? Hey, what you reap, you win. Conference League, Europa League. What a joke he has become. What a load of Belgian waffle. Excuse me. I'm getting all excited at the thought of him making an arsehole of himself. This is LTID TV from Leicester Till I Die, live on Facebook, Twitter. Are we? No, we're not on Facebook. We're on Twitch, Twitter, and YouTube. It's going to be one of those nights tonight. Thank you for joining us and joining in. Please do join in the chat. Keep it all respectful and clean, obviously. And if you've got a smart speaker, why not ask it to play the podcast Leicester Till I Die? You won't pick this up because we're not doing this as a podcast because it's a watch-along, but you can listen to any of our past podcasts as well. Or via your local podcast platform or your favourite podcast platform, whatever that is. And, of course, all our socials are all listed below there. Look, we're here for one thing this evening, and that's the football. And it's that particular game there. You can see it is the Champions League. Manchester City going for the home of the treble. The home of the treble, they're going for the treble at the home where Liverpool obviously managed that amazing comeback win not many years ago. But look, I just want to catch up with a few things before we get live. Coming up on Monday, check us out on this very channel. It's the Joke Off. It's Chris and Daddy Doug. We're going to be going up against each other with the daddy jokes. I think Doug may have an advantage at the moment. That's Monday at 8. Tuesday, excuse me, at 8 o'clock, we're going to be talking to Rob Tanner, Leicester City correspondent from The Athletic, knows an awful lot about Leicester City, and we'll be talking new managers with him and who he thinks we may or may not be getting in. And if you're ready for a quiz, and it is live now, it's our sister channel, LTID TV, the quiz channel. Check it out. We've got, I believe next week we're going to be starting doing the quiz. This is the home for this quiz, the Big Fat Leicester quiz. And as you can see, the next victim, I was going to say, you know I'm only joking, Brad. The next contestant is Brad, who is apparently the quiz king. I was thinking more Wayne, but I'll leave you to work that one out. That's next Friday at 8 o'clock. And if you want to become a member, $1.99 per calendar month. There's a link below the chat in YouTube. Just click on that and it should take you through where you can sign up. And who am I? That is the new members only quiz that will be coming up live, and it is only for members via the YouTube chat facility. Look, we are here to talk this Champions League in Istanbul. Who else could I do this with? Well, when you got a choice of one, you got to go with it, haven't you? Let us bring him in and let us say good evening, Dan.
Good evening, sir. How are we?
Not so bad, not so bad. I'd be better if I was more prepared for this, but you know what it's like at my age. You fall asleep in the afternoon and all your plans go out. But I'm looking at some very nice twerking at the moment, which has got to put a smile on my face. It's well, like I said the other day, we haven't seen you for a year. We were hoping it was going to be another year. Every cloud has a silver lining, and the silver lining of getting relegated. But you've popped up again because I didn't pay me alimony. Turf Moorhouse TV, tell us about it.
Yeah, Burnley fan channel does a lot of Burnley content. Obviously, we will be doing Premier League stuff this year, but we did do the championship stuff last year, and it is one hell of a journey. I will tell you that. It's a slog with the games coming thick and fast. But no, thanks for having me, Chris. People can show their support all over social media, and yeah, just give us a follow on YouTube. But this is a massive game, and I'm looking forward to doing it with you.
It is. It is. Well, anything about me is massive. What can I say?
I know that gut gets in the way every time.
As Peter Kay once simply put it, I've got a veranda over the toy shop. And I've never been able to sum it up better. Good evening to Shane, who's in. How the devil are you, sir? Yeah, and if you want to check out Dan's channel, it is a really good channel, and he's predicted Leicester to win the Championship next season. So just for that, go over there and give him your support. The link is he's one of the mods on the channel, so his link is always in all the chats, even when he's not on it. So, but it's nice. It's nice to have you back. I've missed that ginger beard,
Lightning striking twice. Some say it's good, some say it's bad. Who knows? But it's nice to be back. I love how we, the camaraderie we have.
It is. I'm going to say, I love the way the camera makes you look. I'm going to say, I wouldn't if I was you. But look, what do you think about these two teams? This is how they got here. City beating Bayern, then coming up against Real Madrid in the semis. So they've not had it easy. But Milan had to get past whoever it is in the top there, not sure. And then obviously
Benfica,
and then Inter Milan. It's probably the final that we deserve this season.
Yeah, it is, and it's the two best teams. I know it sounds a bit cliche. It's the Champions League. The two best teams in that tournament, but the teams that they've beaten are it's no mean feat. Inter Milan facing off against the rivals AC. Whether it's Champions League or a league game, it's a rivals fixture, and form, whatever, goes out of a window in those. But to get the bragging rights and into a final. I was reading a stat earlier, actually, that, when last time West Ham won a trophy, I believe Inter Milan won a European title. So whether, that history repeats itself with West Ham now winning another trophy, is Inter going to be able to get it again? But this is what City have been chasing. This is the trophy they've been looking forward to getting their hands on ever since the money started pumping through the club. And if Pep Guardiola can deliver it, then he might as well just say Manchester City completed it, mate. He had to get past his former club Bayern, had a tough job against Carlo Ancelotti's Real Madrid. And, I think this is going to make for a really, really tough game.
I'm going to say this. Do you think that... it did make me laugh that Man United was saying, if they win this competition, they bought it. Man United kettle pot black, I think, is all we can say about that. Do you think this diminishes the United treble? Will it be as good as the United treble? I mean, in fairness, when you look at the money they've had, but it's different times. In when United won it, they had the money back then, didn't they?
Yeah. I mean, this probably means more for City because they're starting to write their own history now. You know, Manchester United were slowly building. City became just sleeping giants that woke up from nowhere. And
The missus is in.
no, that's it. Keeping her eye on me, making sure that I'm behaving. But
She's
yeah,
missing
the
that
thing
ginger
is,
beard. Apparently
I
she's
told
run
her
out
she
of,
shouldn't have
she's run
shaved
out
it
of cream.
off.
She's run out of cream for her thighs.
But
Hello,
I
Kate. How
think
you doing?
City are writing their own chapter. They're writing
Yeah,
their own.
yeah.
They're writing their own piece of history. And I understand people will take the piss and they'll say, yeah, but they've only been relevant since 2009. Fair enough. Yeah, if you want to say that, then
Yeah.
they do go further back than that. The main road days. Yes, the success has come now. Yes, it's down to money. But this is the trophy that they want. This is the one they've been wanting since they won the first ever Premier League. They thought, oh, Champions League, bang. They're the two trophies they've wanted in their cabinet. And if they can get their hands on this, like I say, it's hopefully it means they take it easy on teams in the Premier League next season, especially a little team in claret and blue.
I wondered who you could be referring to.
It won't be Yuri Tielemans' new club anyway, Chris. Put it that way.
I've got to make one of these now for Yuri Tielemans. So hang on 1 second. I need to find it just for Yuri here, and I've lost it already. There we go.
Bell end.
So
I thought it would have been that.
and we have got a clock above. So I'm just looking at the Manchester City 4 there. Grealish, Gundogan. I think we're pretty much linked up, aren't we? At the same time.
Yeah.
I've got to say,
Yeah.
no spoilers, guys. I'm fed up with it. It got stupid last year. If you come in and you think you're being clever, you just get kicked out. I don't care whether you remember or whatever. You will just get kicked out.
Have you put it on subs only, Chris?
Sorry?
Have you put it on subs only? Yeah.
Yes, I have. But you still get they can join and then still do it.
True.
The referee's from Poland, so he probably knows the place well. He probably helped build the stadium. Luke's in. Good evening. How are you? James from my favourite club, Everton. How are you? I know he played for both clubs, but it looked weird seeing Balotelli being on punditry. Well, I haven't seen the punditry. So, Melina, good evening. How are you? I thought you'd disappeared to the moon. I hope you are well.
Hope you're well, Mel.
Job's going okay. I saw that you sent me a message, but I was just getting ready for this show, so I will have a look at that after. Look, I don't care whether Manchester United are going to be saying, oh, if they do it, it's not going to be the same as ours. Yes, it is. A treble is a treble is a treble. Before Alex Ferguson, really, you had won a European Cup. You'd won a couple of Premier League, a couple of top divisions and FA Cups, but you were not. You were the second-rated team in the country behind Liverpool. Liverpool pre-Ferguson were the dominant team. You happened to get probably one of the best managers in the world ever, and he built a dynasty. And it's fair enough because, it's 30 years, since the Premier League started, so you won't have known anything of the younger ones.
Fergie was close to the chop. Fergie was close to the chop, apart from that win over Nottingham Forest. And then they started to slowly, get better.
Hang on a second. Carry on talking because I just need to get this going, and I'm not sure how to do it. So
it's all right. I don't know whether you just press space bar and it starts, but I don't know.
No, we don't.
But we are underway. We are underway.
We are. Not sure how we start this here.
Well, it's definitely not 3-0 to Inter Milan, Chris.
No, it's not. No.
They must have just scored again.
Hey, let's have a laugh, shall we?
Hey, bagging for fun.
Now it's counting down. Oh, great. Hang on a second.
We just need to sort scores.
Yeah.
Either way, 30-odd seconds in, teams for Manchester City. Edison in goal. Manuel Akanji plays at the back with Ruben Diaz and Nathan Ake. John Stones is playing as a CDM with Rodri. And Bernardo Silva, Kevin De Bruyne, Ilkay Gundogan and Jack Grealish play just behind the man who was made in a laboratory, Erling Haaland. International interplay with Andre Onana in goal. Matteo Darmian, the former Manchester United centre-back, is in there. Francesco Acerbi and Alessandro Bastoni at the back. Denzel Dumfries, Nicolo Borello, Marcelo Brozovic, Hakan Kahanoglu, Federico Di Marco, and up top, Lautaro Martinez and former City striker Edin Dzeko. So, interesting.
No Kyle Walker for Manchester City.
No Kyle Walker. He's on the bench. He's on the bench. They've took quite a few youth players as well. Cole Palmer, Maximo Peron, Rico Lewis.
Remember what happened last time they were in this position. They cocked it up, didn't they? Or Pep did with the team that he picked.
Yeah, he did. City clear at the back.
This seemed like a good idea, when I started.
And I think you added a bloody bother.
Exactly.
I should have stayed at that pissing barbecue and enjoyed myself.
Oh, there we go. It's kind of not working, but no. Let's see if we can get rid of that.
Is it still 0-0 on the scoreline, Chris? That's the only issue. Erling Haaland takes a shot. I don't know whether he was offside. I think he was asking for it quicker. But Andre Onana, he sends it over the goal. Andre Onana probably would have had it covered. I mean, the Inter manager, Simone Inzaghi, he were a great forward. He were a quality player. But it is City who are trying to smell blood early, 3 minutes in.
Do you know what? Fuck it. There we go. I thought I finally got a decent timer. I should have been practicing earlier today rather than sat outside with a cider, shouldn't I? Oh, don't push it, Luke. I can kick you out, Anyway, enjoy it, mate, because it'll be your last one.
Hey.
So yeah, I think Walker apparently is not too happy, and I understand that. I mean, he's really played, had a big part to play in them getting to the final.
Yeah, he has. It is a surprise. We all know what Pep's like for tinkering in finals. He messed up last time by not putting a CDM in, and he's now gone for 2. So maybe he's learnt his lesson a little bit.
Yeah. I'm on 4:15, 4:16, 18.
Yeah, I'm literally a second behind you. So, but then yet again, we're probably on exactly the same. It's just that when you're telling me, it's sort of just in front. Yeah. So,
hiya, Blue. How you doing?
How you doing, Blue?
And Jeffrey's in all the way from the Philippines. How are you? How the devil are you?
How we doing, Jeff?
Said, hit the like, subscribe if you're new to LTD TV and Turf Morehouse. So Man City in their usual light blue tops, white shorts and light blue socks, kicking from right to left, and Inter in their green and black striped top, black shorts, black socks. So the
green and black?
Sorry?
You said green and black.
Did I meant blue and black? Kate, are you? I thought you were Man United, Kate. Why are you stressed, Kate?
Probably because City are having the upper hand. The thing is, I think it's one of them games where I think if Inter weather the storm and weather it well for 45 minutes,
Yes.
the game could turn second half.
Yes.
The only problem you've got is when City score one, that's it. Once they've smelt blood, they go for the throat, and it's sometimes lights out.
It will be interesting to see how Haaland does in this game. Were you impressed with him in the FA Cup, or did you not see it?
Yeah. I mean, he was decent against us when we played them in the cup. So, I didn't see him in the final. I don't think did. I watch the final?
I don't think I mean, the thing is, he's set himself such high standards that if he doesn't get a hat trick in every game, he's playing badly.
Yeah, and the thing is, City have had to try and adapt to his strengths, because if they don't, then you're basically nullifying his game, and his game is goals.
Yes, exactly.
But no, I appreciate that, Jeff. Really, really do.
I think you're grasping at straws here, Blue. I mean, obviously you are more, you're up north, just inside, just over the border from Yorkshire, and close to Manchester. Only a couple of hours, well, not even that, about 35 minutes from the Trafford Centre. Do you want Man City to do this?
It's a tough one. I think I've sort of toyed with the idea of both, which in a nutshell means that whoever wins, I couldn't give a shit. But but then again, I think if I had to pick one, I think if City do it, they'll stop talking about it, because it's all they're going on about chasing is the Champions League. But I don't know. Part of me sort of, they're an English team, so why wouldn't I want them to do well?
Yes. No, that's my thoughts, to be honest with you. I always want the English teams to do well. That said, I would have been quite happy. I actually wanted West Ham to lose.
Yeah, I remember while we were live because of the fan incident.
Yeah, I mean, it was just an absolute, and the rioting in the city, which everybody suddenly forgot. And it's funny that none of the West Ham channels have mentioned it. But
they mentioned Fiorentina throwing chairs and stuff, but
of course they did. But plastic cups, fine. No, it's not fine. But I mean, the Fiorentina.
There's nothing worse than going to a pub, asking for a pint, and they give you a plastic cup.
Oh well, no.
When you're in a rough one.
He picked it up. He picked it up, and he toasted them and what have you, and it was a laugh, and it all got a bit silly, I mean, West Ham fans were actually singing "Say Hello to Millwall" on our last game of the season. Well, to be honest with you, West Ham, I think you're actually Millwall in disguise. That's how disgusted I am with you. And I to be honest with you, I really wanted Fiorentina to win that.
Yeah, I think Millwall's reputation goes, against them. But over the last few years, it's not been too bad. I don't think they've really, they're not making headlines. They've not been the Millwall that they are.
Yes.
God, I remember, I think, when were it? 2011, might have even been earlier than that. Burnley played Millwall at Turf Moor and they had no fans in the away end because they were banned.
Yeah. Oh, I still don't like Millwall, but I don't like Man City either. But it's on the far side. It's a throw-in to Manchester City. 10 minutes gone. Pretty even start, I'd say.
Yeah. I'd say Inter are giving as much as they've got. City probably seeing a lot more of the ball, which you'd expect. But, when they lose possession, Inter are pretty good at trying to come forward, and City then have to start the attack again from the back. So, yeah, pretty even. Yeah. Pretty even. Not a bad first 10 minutes. And like I say, it's going to take a goal to liven up this final. It's going to take a goal to lighten it up a little bit for one more team to come out further out. you know what? I'm going to call it, Chris. I'm going to say...
You're going to call it Chris? No, I'm Chris. That's football, man.
I'm going to say Inter to go 1-0 up.
Man City will make it difficult for themselves. I won't argue with you there.
I think Inter might go 1-0 up, and then I don't know. It might be one of those City drama, like late night drama.
Yes.
You know, Aguero just runs on and pops it in at the back stick.
Oh, did that not go out? Wow, that's a foul, surely. Oh, that one is. What, the referee? No, he's not giving either of them. The referee's letting it, and it's good to see. I mean, all right, you catch the player, but they're not. You can catch a player and they go down without it being a foul. Oh, come on, Inter Milan. Bloody hell. I mean, he touched you and you went down like you were drowning.
Yeah, it's pathetic. Absolutely pathetic. And I'm laughing because I'm telling myself, you know, with John Stones being a Yorkshire lad, can you imagine that? Get up, though, soft ass. And he's like,
there's nothing wrong with Yorkshire people, Leslie. You know, you're living with one.
True.
But no, apparently Kyle Walker's been dropped because Pep likes to pick his team depending against who he's playing.
Well, I mean, like you said, he does usually have that back four or a back five, and he's not gone for that. You know, he's gone with a back three, which having to push John Stones into that CDM role with Rodri, you know, it's a big task for him as well when you're used to just playing as a centre back.
I was just saying then that the referee was letting it go. He's just given a couple of the softest free kicks to Man City. The time on the game is 12:43, supporter. I want Inter says, told you, but if Man City do the treble, fair play. See, what gets me, and we've got to say this about the money, and I have finally accepted, because I've heard some of the comments, I've gone mad at the way we've performed this season. Just Inter come across here to the far side. Oh, it's out for a corner. But it's made me realise this year how many younger Leicester fans do not remember us not being in the Premier League. So it's kind of given me an acceptance more of the younger Man United fans, because they say all they've ever known sort of is success. But
yeah,
I'm not one of these that's going to ever say, I don't begrudge Newcastle getting the money, although they're being very sensible. Apparently, they might only have £75 million to spend this summer, which is obviously less than even Jack Grealish. But if this was any of our clubs, and we'd got the Man City owners or we'd got the Newcastle owners, we wouldn't give a shit what everybody else thought.
No, would you? You wouldn't bat an eyelid, would you? You'd literally, you'd just be like, right, it is what it is. It's not like I can change it. We've got money, simple as.
Can I just say again to West Ham fans, Inter have just taken that corner. That's how you let the opposition take a corner. You don't throw things at them. I'm not bitter. I'm not bitter at all, you understand. You know?
I'm not angry. I'm just very disappointed.
I should let it go, really, shouldn't I?
Let it go.
Oh, I've got a lot of those to get through tonight.
I bet you have. I bet you have.
A long ball. They're very much playing the long ball into Milan today, aren't they?
Mm.
Oh, and they got it here. Oh, is that a free kick? No, the referee's not giving it.
I'm surprised he's not given that. But then, yet again, if he's managed to get the ball from his feet,
yeah,
be interesting to see the replay on that.
Like I say, I'm surprised at what he's letting go, and then surprised at what he's actually
blowing up for.
Pulling up. Oh, Mr. Socks there. He lost the ball.
I think we're going to see a replay now, aren't we?
No, I think it was all right. I don't think.
I don't.
I see. I've grown up. I grew up when footballers were men.
Oh, when they were literally. Well, literally, they'd see your legs like it was a football and they would try and boot you forward.
You weren't playing on snooker tables like they are these days. They're playing
No,
in mud
no.
baths, you know. I used to live in a box on motorway. Gravel for tea. Hey, gravel, you were lucky. Got me a bit of good old Monty Python.
Classic. Absolute classic.
That's indeed, indeed. Well, couldn't keep the ball in on the near side, and it's a throw in their own half to Manchester City.
Here's a question for you, Chris. I mean, we all know Pep Guardiola has,
Exactly, Kate. Sorry.
he's had he inherited a Barcelona team that already had Messi, Ronaldinho, went to Bayern Munich, the squad was already there. He's gone to City and the squad's already there, apart from the odd addition here and there that he's had to make. Do you it's a common argument, but is Pep Guardiola still one of the greatest managers, even though he's had all that at his disposal?
Yes. I mean, I'm not saying that he could go, as I always like to say, to Rochdale and suddenly make them
Yeah.
champions of England. But, let's look at Chelsea this season. It's all right having all the top players, but you've still got to be able to manage them, and you've still got to be able to get the best out of them. Well, look at Leicester. Like you said, when Burnley went down, it was funny that you went down and yet everybody was coming in for your players. Well, we're exactly the same. Arsenal are coming in for Castagna. Well, all he ever does in a game is bum out phase. He's supposed to be a right back and he spends more time up phase arse. But suddenly, Arsenal want him. So it's about the fact that you've got a dickhead as a manager, as we had. Yes, you still need, because Brendan Rodgers could not go into Manchester City, Moyes could not go into Manchester City, Dyche could not go into Manchester City and do what Pepper's done.
No, I'll give you that. I'll give you that. And to be fair, like you said, if
you got to give it me, I'm right.
if Pep was to probably go to somewhere like Rochdale, he probably would get a fine tune out of them because it's Pep Guardiola. The Rochdale players would be like, "Oh, I bet it's Pep Guardiola. I'd play out my socks for this guy."
But could the players that are at Rochdale do what Pep wanted them
He's
to
asking of them.
Yeah.
I doubt it.
I mean, I'll say 2 words to you. Well, 4 words, actually, but probably 2 are better than 2 of the others. Paul Gascoigne. I can remember him going to Burnley, and no disrespect to Burnley, but he was awful in that team.
He was finished.
It wasn't the fact that he was awful, but his brain was thinking quicker than his teammates because he was a different level.
Yeah, it was, and he was still a class player.
Yeah.
We nearly even got promoted last kick of the game. I think he had nearly scored a free kick in the dying minutes against Swindon or someone like that. On the final day, and we could have made the playoffs, but he just missed. But yeah, the players knew at the time Gazza had a problem because he'd come in with Jimmy Five Bellies.
Just took the ball off Man City there. They're coming forward. I'd say Inter Milan looking the more threatening at the moment. Oh, long shot, but it's not going to worry the goalkeeper. Inter Milan, for me, are looking the more dangerous at the moment.
Yeah, coming forward, they're putting the passes together. They're trying to find the feet of Lautaro Martinez. I think, if anything, Martinez gets in the way of Brozovic there while he takes the shot, and it's put his own player off.
Yeah. As Luke says, I mean, Luke agrees with me, yeah. Having top players is one thing, getting the best rhythm, or even having the equivalent of 3 teams, but it's about being able to pick the best 11, Luke. Forest. How's Jesse Lingard? How's Jesse Lingard work out for you, Luke? Come on. Just think, if he joined West Ham, he'd have a bloody European Cup winners medal now. Jesse Lingard, you're a wanker. Oh, don't.
Typical Nottingham Forest with Jesse Lingard. Steal from the rich and give to the poor. Oh, no, that's Sherwood Forest, but fuck them.
It's in Nottingham, it counts.
Yeah, true. Ooh, play it dangerous there. Playing it out the back with City pressing.
Yeah.
Managed to come forward though.
I mean, when I watch teams like this play, I'm thinking like, if Leicester were playing either of these teams, we'd get battered. They are just a different level, aren't they?
When you look at them, yeah. I mean, even when you look at the team sheet, players like Nathan Ake, who City signed years ago now from Bournemouth, and I thought this is a lad who's never going to get much game time. They've just signed him because he's had one good successful season at Bournemouth, and that's it. Now look at him. He's at the back with some of the best centre backs in the Premier League, and playing in the Champions League final.
Yeah.
It is madness. It's like Ilkay Gundogan for City.
Oh.
He's out of contract.
Yeah.
He's out of contract in the summer.
Oh!
Surely City are going to extend that.
Coming Manchester City, Milan can't get it away, but Manchester City just can't get a shot.
No.
Although somebody's coming in for Gundogan, aren't they?
I think so. I think from what I heard, I think Arsenal are interested, but then Arsenal always want Chelsea's has-beens, not City's.
Oh, they always want Leicester players as well. But then again,
Well,
never end up with anybody, do they? That's the thing. But I think it's one of the Madrid, one of the Madrids or Spanish clubs. I think that were after him.
Yeah, I think it was it Atletico Madrid? I'm not quite sure.
Could have been. Right, how do you mean?
Bernardo Silva having a bit of a word with someone who's clinging on to his airline as much as we probably did, Chris.
They say I'm too vain. I won't give it up. You've given it up.
Oh, 100%. "23 minutes gone," and I must say, Inter are actually seeing a bit more of the ball now than City. City almost playing second fiddle to them. I think Inzaghi's done really well, the Inter manager, to even get them into another final. It's a tremendous achievement.
Yes.
The thing I like about Pep though is he's on his touchline every single game. You know, he's not sat down. He's always animated, always making sure that players going the way he wants it to be dictated. You know, you can lose sight in a final, can't you, as players, where you think, "Nah, I'll play my own game," and it can sometimes bite you. But let's see. Like you said, the last time an English club dominated this stadium was Liverpool, wasn't it? 2005.
Well, they didn't dominate it because the first half.
Well,
they were
no,
awful,
yeah,
weren't they? You know.
they were awful. Yeah. Would you say that's up there with one of the greatest achievements, greatest Champions League comebacks?
It's got to be, hasn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. Good solid football, Ruben Diaz then.
Oh,
Oh, bit of a wayward shot. But Pep's telling his team, relax.
don't do it if you want to.
He's just undone. He's just undone his jacket with his Frankie Goes to Hollywood t-shirt on underneath. I think that's what City need to do, though. They're getting a little bit because they're not seeing the ball as much, and Inter are. They're panicking a little bit.
Yes. I've seen this bit.
Who said that?
Jeff says Chris is doing a Rabsy Nesbit. James is very edgy opening 20 minutes, he says.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Yes, I don't think either manager's going to be overly happy. It's very especially I think it's the City are through. Oh, we've straightened the goalkeeper. But he's still got it with Grealish on the near side. Can he get another ball in? Back to Grealish from Rodri. Chips it in. No, headed clear. Wow. That's the closest we've come to a goal.
It is. It is. You'd usually put your mortgage on Haaland burying that. It's like say sometimes the nerves can get the best of you in a
think the angle was brilliant for him, was it?
No. And Onana's good at that. Onana's good at, making sure his angles are spot on. He's had to overly stretch for the ball when you look at it as well. Like he's really had to try and wrap his foot around it. Good save though by the keeper as well. It looks like it is going to beat him, but Onana has to stretch his arm out to stop it and hit the inside of his leg.
Much, did he? But yes.
No, that's what I mean. He got his angles right, but he still had to. He still had to pull out to make the save. Good effort. But like you said, closest we've come to a goal, and we've had to wait nearly half an hour for it.
Yes.
It's not been a bad game though. It has been attacking.
It is. Neither of them are playing defensively, but the attacks haven't been that good, have they?
No. When as they come forward, it's sort of you're hoping for that, eye opener.
One has a long shot. Ooh, that was not a brilliant shot. Again, it was just straight at the goalkeeper. Handball.
Oh, his hand's by his side.
I don't know. I just always shout it. God knows what they give this. Oh, that's bad. City coming again. It's all City at the moment. Grealish. Bad.
That is a bad ball. Yeah. That is a bad ball.
Yeah. I think he kind of mishit it, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I think you were expecting Haaland running in front post, wasn't it? But Haaland had already made the run before Grealish had made the pass and then pulled back.
Yeah.
Oh, is there a bit of theatricals going on here, or has Kevin De Bruyne actually hit him? Well, not hit him, but took him down. Just showing that Haaland shot again, isn't it? I mean, you can see how much Haaland's stretching to try and wrap his foot around it.
The goalkeeper's got to be in the right position.
Yeah, and he's looking at his near post and thinking, nah, Haaland's not going to get that shot, at my side. And, well, he managed to get his shot away.
Yes.
Fair enough, but good save by Onana, and I don't know what's wrong with De Bruyne. Maybe he's just knackered in the Turkish heat.
Probably wishing, thinking, is it time for me Turkish bath yet? But I can't say anybody's going to be having any Turkish delight at the moment because it's still 0-0 with half an hour gone.
He ordered a kebab before kick-off and he's just had a text saying it's arrived.
Luke says, same with Jurgen Klopp. He's hardly ever sat down in the dugout. He's always giving instructions, urging more from the players. Yeah, fair point, true.
Yeah. Steve
You
Cooper's
want to
saving
see him
there.
manage
Doesn't
it, don't you?
Steve Cooper do it as well at Forest? What is it? You can hear him on match day sometimes. What's he say? Hey, you guys!
I had no idea what you're talking about there, but I laughed out of.
The Goonies.
Oh,
Sloth from the
right,
Goonies.
right. So we kicked off again. De Bruyne's back on, but it's in the inter half at the moment. You're going into the last 15 minutes of the half.
I'll see what you did there. See what you
Yeah,
did.
I
I
didn't know
like
if you'd
that.
seen that or not, but
I like that.
Maybe we could live without the wisecracks.
it'd be boring, wouldn't it? It'd be boring.
It would. It would. You would not be you without them.
No.
I'm surprised you don't walk around with a little button when you're just having general conversation in the middle of the town centre or something like that.
Grealish couldn't go for that then because he was offside.
I could imagine you though with one of them, just like, "Oh, how you doing?" And then as they got to say, "I'm all right," you just play a button. I don't know why I asked that, because deep down I don't give a fuck.
If I did that in Burnley, they'd smash my face in. Oh no, he's played advantage. City coming forward again, and they lose it too easily. Pass was easily cut out there by Inter Milan. It's on the other side. Foden
Gone out.
stretching there.
Looks like Foden might be coming on for Kevin De Bruyne.
Yeah, that'll be
Worrying signs for him.
just showing it again there. Oh, that was Haaland. Got taken out. The dirty buggers, the Italians, aren't they?
100%, mate. Totally agree. Could not agree more.
Exactly, Jeff. Exactly. Mind you, we haven't got anybody now, so shouldn't take the piss. He was the star in it, Luke.
Yeah, I was. Did you not realise I played Chunk?
No idea.
I can still truffle shuffle to this day, and if you feed me ice cream, I'll tell you anything.
If you say so.
It's from the film.
I gathered that. I've never seen the film.
Chunk gets captured by this family, and they start supplying him with ice cream. And as soon as he sat there with his tub of ice cream, he starts telling him everything.
Right, okay. I've got to say,
I'm surprised you've not watched The Goonies. I thought that, honestly, I'm really surprised you've not watched that.
No, it didn't appeal to me. But I think it was on at the same time as the Smurfs film.
Oh, well, you were starring in that, weren't you, Gargamel?
So,
turned them all blue, trying to turn them into Leicester supporters.
oh, what the hell was that? That is the standard of crossing has been absolutely awful for Manchester City.
It has.
Oh, I think De Bruyne might be coming off.
I think he's insinuating, isn't he?
Yeah,
Is it just me, or does Inzaghi from the side look a bit like Brad?
I think it's just you. Are you having a bit of another one of your man love moments?
No. There's no man loving moment from me.
Oh, I think there is. "35 minutes gone. De Bruyne has been pulled off, a bit like you in that. Phil Foden's come on. I didn't think it looked that bad, but I think he got his foot twisted between the Italian's legs, didn't he?
Yeah. I mean, the fact he's walked off the pitch is a positive sign for him. I think he'll obviously be absolutely heartbroken and fuming that he's had to come off in a Champions League final.
Yeah.
Nobody would want that. I mean, even if you were trying to get subbed off at 60th minute, nobody wants to be subbed off in a final.
No. Big loss for Man City, though.
Yeah, a man that orchestrates
Mm.
that midfield as Kevin De Bruyne, and he's the sort of player that can pick out a pass, just something. He could be having an absolute stinker of a game. And if he turns up with one of those passes that just you don't expect,
Yes.
and he puts it on a plate for Haaland, so, they've got solid changes from the bench. It's strong enough. Phil Foden's not a bad change, but
I was about to say it's not a bad substitute to bring on, is it, Phil Foden?
no, definitely not. Definitely not. But I think
It's
Foden's been used
bringing
out more
on
wide though this season. I don't think he's usually played in that role that De Bruyne has played.
It's a bit better than bringing Daniel Amati on. Let's put it that way.
Informis Mendy.
Do not have a dig at an Paulus Mendy.
Oh, what can Inter do?
64% possession to Man City at the moment. City have had 3 shots and 4 shots to Milan. They're enjoying the better play at the moment to Inter Milan. It's all in the City half. They're not doing anything with it. I mean, it's a lot of passes, but it's going absolutely nowhere.
No, I think sometimes you just got to try and break them down. All it takes is one player to run out of position, and you utilise that space.
Yeah.
I mean, that is something we've done this year.
Goalkeeper now.
Yeah, I mean, it's something we've done this year. Had to do that. We've come up against teams. We've played out from the back. We've gone long if we have to. And you've just got to try and break them down piece by piece. Eventually, they get frustrated and they come out in bulk, and you've got to then try and take advantage. The only problem is it's all well and good doing it. You've got to have a plan B if it doesn't work out for you, and in some games it doesn't.
Yeah. What was that from the Milan goalkeeper?
Oh, no.
He was trying to give a feel of the ball to his cousin in the crowd.
I don't like them pictures that have like the stands so far away from the actual pitch.
No.
Like you want to, as a fan, you want to feel like you're part of it, like you're there. You want to be sort of, you want to be pitch side.
Yeah. This referee's taking no nonsense, is he?
No. Thomas Graveson's doing pretty well. Multi-millionaire now, Thomas Graveson, isn't he?
Is he?
Yeah, when he left Everton and went to Real Madrid, he ended up like building some sort of watch empire or something. Oh. And he's become like a really rich millionaire off it.
Obviously had a lot of time on his hands.
Hey!
Again, they've lost out. Man City, and Milan have lost it now. But it's just hoofed up field by Man City anywhere, and it's gone out for. No, is it going to go to?
I'll tell you what, I think the referee's been quite fair in this game as well.
Yes.
He could have easily pulled the cards out for half of these challenges. He's realised, it is a final. He's not even touched him either. Phil Foden's not even touched him.
I know.
Typical Italians cheating.
Big Anti's in.
Well, so he is.
And Jeff says Chris was watching Andy Pandy. I was Andy Pandy. I tell you what, I couldn't wait to get Luby Lou in my toy box. Whoa. Getting that toy box, Luby.
That's why you're outside with
if you
your
don't know,
earlier, wasn't it?
Ask your parents if nobody knows. Kate says, yeah, I don't like how far away the fans are either. It's a bit like
poor, isn't it?
London Stadium, isn't it?
Yeah.
Grealish on the near side, brings it inside. Foden's got the ball. Rodri. Aki. Gundogan passes it back to the pitch. Now it's City's turn to have a bit of possession. 41 minutes. Obviously, it's a great time to score for either side here.
Yeah, definitely. It certainly rips up the team talk, doesn't it?
It does.
I think nerves will start to set in with City the more this is at 0-0 war.
Yeah.
It's them that want this more due to the fact of never holding one.
No, this is true. Not sure how many Inter have won it, haven't they? Obviously, but no, I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Grealish, is he going to get a free kick there? No, it's given against him. He's not happy. Oh no, he's giving it to Manchester City. What the hell?
Inter Milan have won the Champions League 3 times.
Yeah, he's got the free kick, and he gets up like a bloody spoiled brat. I mean, his shirt's being held, but God's sake, Grealish, grow up and grow a pair of balls. Oh, and I hate Grealish. Don't start doing that. Pretending to get a card out. I hate that when they do that. So Foden with the free kick on the near side. What can he do with it? Chips it in. All the way across. And it's gone out for... that was a waste of a free kick there.
I don't understand why Rodri hasn't headed that back into the mix instead of touching it down with his foot.
No, he looks nothing like Brad.
No, he don't now. It was from the side earlier. It looked like it looked like him a little bit.
You know, well, people have said from behind I look like Brad Pitt. But
it looked like my dead nana's armpit.
Anthony says he can see Milan winning the game.
Can he? Where's he seen that?
Hey.
No, it wouldn't surprise me. The longer this game goes on, City will panic.
Yeah, and the longer it goes on, I think it's playing more into Milan's favour.
We all know what Italians are like for using anything and everything to try and get themselves into it late on as well.
Yeah. Jeff said, I've just finished, 2 minutes of... Oh, it's 2 minutes of ninjury time. You know,
There's
never a turtle when you need one, is there? And look, it even said 2 minutes there as well.
You are very prepped.
I don't waste my days.
Can you tell us full-time score as well?
Yeah, if I don't want to spoil it, I'd have to ban myself then. Jeff said he's just finished watching the original black and white Flower Pot Men with Little Weed.
Bill and Ben.
Bill and Ben. Bill turns round to Ben and goes, slob, lob, 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 lob. Ben says, shut up, you piss. Come on. Bum, bum.
Oof.
Oh, this is what the crowd want. My jokes.
I don't know. It's just pan round to the former players. Cambiaso's there.
I love a bit of Cambiasso. Ex-Leicester player, of course.
Aye.
True gentleman. He's magic, you know.
I know you're talking about Cambiaso again.
Ho, 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 he's magic. And there it is, half time.
No pineapple on pizza for me. You can piss right off.
It's 0-0, 45 minutes gone.
Something is coming. Something big. Are you ready?
Yes, it's coming, 3rd of July. Are you ready? Time to go and water the plants and get a drink. So Dan and me will be back, and we'll be looking back at the first half after this short break, won't we, Dan?
We certainly will.
Leicester Till I Die podcasts on the Apple iTunes, Spotify, Google, Anchor, and all podcast platforms.
Something is coming. Something big to this podcast.
Hello, Chris.
Something is coming. Something big. Are you ready?
This podcast is proud to be part of the TalkSport Fan Network.
TalkSport. Powered by fans.
Yep, be ready for the 3rd of July, everybody, because that's when it's all going to be happening. Are you ready? It's 23 days and counting. Oh, can't wait. But coming up before then, Monday, we've got the big LTID TV joke off when there's me taking on Daddy Doug. We'll see who's got the better daddy jokes. I'm dreading it. I've got mine prepared, but I don't think they're going to be as good as Doug's. That's Monday at 8. Tuesday at 8, the gentleman there, Rob Tanner, ex-Leicester Mercury, Radio Leicester and everything, knows his stuff. He is currently Leicester City correspondent at The Athletic, and we will be discussing who he thinks we're going to get as manager, and he'll be giving his verdict on some of those that have been linked with us, including Mr. Steven Gerrard. Can you imagine Steven Gerrard at Leicester City?
Oh no, oh no, oh no, 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 no.
And don't forget to check out our new sister channel, LTID TV, the quiz channel. I've got a load of new quizzes coming up and some old ones we've rehashed. And the Big Fat Leicester quiz is on this channel. All our other quizzes are over on the quiz channel with Brad, but he will be on this channel on Friday at 8 o'clock doing his turn in the hot seat with the Big Fat Leicester quiz. And that's Friday at 8 o'clock. And of course, don't forget, for just £1.99, you can do what these guys are doing across the bottom, and that is become a member. You get discount on merchandise. We're going to have member-only shows next year, and there's also this coming up just for members on the YouTube chat. Who am I? It's a member-only quiz just for fun, and if you want to take part in that, $1.99 a month gets you all of that. To be honest with you, it is excellent value for money. What can I say? £1.99. You don't even get a pint for that these days. But there we go. But there we go. Dan, sum that first half up for me.
Two sides basically not wanting to chuck this final early. Both trying to, come out of the blocks quite often. Just not really any goal scoring intent. There has been attacks, like we say, both sides have had 4 shots, but they're cancelling each other out pretty well. And I know what Doug's saying, maybe, and there's a few others. I've had messages off friends at half time saying it's been a bit boring, but I don't know. I think it's just the fact that both teams have defended really well when it comes to both sides getting on the front foot. City needs to make that possession count. 62%. It's you've got to be doing something with that. So let's see what the second half gives us. But on that first half, something's got to give.
I want to be honest with you. That is what I call a Shania Twain half. That don't impress me much. Oh, God.
I was trying to work out which Diana, but it's Shania Twain song for a minute. I had half of a back catalogue going through my mind.
You've been here, Nachoed. Oh, can't you tell I've got a new new graphic set to play about with? Doug, Tell me, Doug, are you worried yet? Are you worried about Monday night? But before Monday night, of course, tomorrow night, what we're doing tomorrow night, Dan?
Well, the aid of soccer, I believe.
I thought for a minute there, I thought it was no idea. Soccer Aid, we're going to be covering that from 7 o'clock tomorrow. And I have to say that, in all honesty, I am turning monetarization off for that. So I will not be taking any payment for that at all. And what I would ask you to do is, rather than any super chats, if you want to give us a super chat, do it tonight. Well, I'll take it off you tonight. But tomorrow, rather than super chat, rather than watch it and catch up and watch the adverts and give me money, I don't want any money, so I'm not monetarizing it. Just make some donations, and the details will be on the screen tomorrow night to Soccer Aid. It's all about the kids.
Well said.
No, I can't. No, I'm not going there. I'm not going there at all. I think I'll get banned. 3rd of July. Are you ready, Dan?
For the 3rd of July?
Yes.
Oh, what's happening then?
Well, funny you should ask that.
Something is coming. Something big. Are you ready?
You can never be ready. It's the Golden Breakfast Show on Sunny Hills Radio. Monday the 3rd of July, 8 o'clock in the morning. Check it out for 2 hours of total and utter nonsense and S Club 7's greatest hits. So you got to be there, Dan.
Oh, I will be tuning in. I'll be setting my alarm to Sunny Hills Radio so that I wake up to it.
It's on your smart speaker, or of course it is on your internet as well for those of you that are outside the Surrey area, which is probably 99.9% of you. We're not going to be playing any slow, soft music. I want you boogieing in your beds. Yes. I think that's what I want you doing. Mind you, with Dan, you never know.
It could just be a boogie or a scratch.
Well, how is your bedroom corner? You're ignoring that, aren't you?
Fresh. It's fresh.
I must dig that up actually and go. And if you haven't seen, has anybody seen my audition to be the new host of This Morning? If you haven't seen it, do get on. It is on I think it's under the shorts actually, but it might also be on the entertainment.
I don't want to see under your shorts, Chris. Not again.
Tell you what, mate, I'm that big. It's difficult to keep it under my shorts.
I know. I've seen them calves. Are you sure it's an hernia?
Oh. No, I'll tell you what, it's not real, whatever it is. Do get over. I don't think I can actually play it. I don't think I've got it where I can play it. But if I can, we'll do it. But what can City do this in the second half?
I think so. It's going to be nervy now. I think they'd have wanted to try and get a goal early in that first half, but they've got to try as soon as that half-time whistle, second half whistle starts. They've got to really get into Inter's faces. They've got to try something new as well, because I think you could see after 10, 15 minutes, Inter went, hold on a minute. Are you really trying to come forward at us? Because we can just counteract that straight away. That's what I mean. It's even on the shot count. There's nothing really penetrating the goal, but I do think City. They're just
coming out for the second half. So before we do that, we can go live to the This Morning studio. In fact, deep breath. Firstly, are you okay? It feels very strange, indeed, sitting here without Premier League football, and I imagine that you might have been feeling a lot like I have. Shaken, troubled, let down by what's been going on and full of questions. You, me, and all of us at Leicester Till I Die gave our love and support to a team who were not facing the truth, who acted in a way that they themselves felt had let us down and led us to relegation. That is a lot to process. And from my own heart, can I just say thank you for all of your kind messages and thank you for being here. Myself, Brad, David, Craig, Josh and Katey and every single person on this show will continue to work hard every single day to bring you the channel that we love. I've put myself to tears watching that back.
Same here. I thought, Jesus Christ, 2 Chris's on screen. I nearly shat myself.
Apology on this morning, that will mean nothing to you. If you did, it's fucking funny, I'll tell you.
It is. It is. I know what you mean.
Did that in one take as well.
Did you?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, ever the professional.
Well, I think so. At some point, right, let's. I'm just going to try and change the period.
I have a play around with your new toy. Referee's looking at his watch. Looks like he's set to get us underway in a moment.
Ah, there we go.
And we are.
Are you okay though, Dan? That is the question.
I've just got so many questions. Too many.
Sure. Well, I'm not sure I've got all the answers for you because, you know, when you're lied to, it's
just got heartbreaking, isn't it?
It is. It is.
I mean, to say that he's hidden having, you know, that having an affair with a runner. I mean, did he watch last season? Hardly any of them ran anywhere.
That is funny enough. That is true.
As long as he doesn't have his hand up Filbert Fox, you'll be all right.
Well, I've not seen him for a while, Filbert Fox. I think he's been moved
it's because he's round at Gordon's house consoling him.
Oh, I've got to say, after all of this, of course, allegedly.
Oh, obviously, yes.
Man City now going from left to right, which obviously means Inter Milan are playing from right to left. Otherwise, it'd be a very one-sided game.
Yeah, we'll just have an 11-a-side game of cuppies with a perma keeper.
Oh, dear. It hasn't been the most exciting of games, has it, if we're honest?
No, but it is 2 teams that are well organised, and
yes.
to break either side down is going to be very difficult. That's what I mean. Where, you know, it all depends on what happens. Oh, has the referee stopped it? And you know whether he had.
Yeah,
he didn't to start with. No,
I don't think he's actually being fooled by a lot of the diving, the referee, but obviously it stayed down. So I mean, that was just a nudge in the back. Come on.
And he's reacted like after it. Once he's realised the ball's going over his head, that's when he's reacted.
Yeah.
He's clinging on to that bloody white hair and all, isn't it?
I still say, hey up, Daniel, how you doing, mate? Welcome along. Daniel Hook is in. Hey. I knew your brother in the army, Captain. You must get that all the time, but I'm obvious. These are the jokes you're going to get in the morning. You think Tony Blackburn's gone and you'll never hear him again? He's alive and well inside me. Now, that's probably wrong when I'm talking about DJ.
You'll never find any Blackburn in me, I'll tell you that.
Hey.
I actually got speaking to a Blackburn fan today while we were out and about. It all started really. There were a family next to us, and his son went, "I like your shorts," and I had Burnley shorts on. And I went, "Oh, cheers!" And he went, "Not really, shit." What? And then his mum went, "I'm a Burnley fan. My family's all from Burnley." She said, "But it's his dad. His dad's from Blackburn, and he supports Blackburn." And I just went, "Well, that explains why you sat under a tree on an hot day like this, because you're forever in our shadow. Go on, piss off." No, but I had a good conversation with him, and nobody were killed. Everybody went home. I helped a bloke find his car keys. So, I put the world to rights today.
Yeah. Don't look happy, the Man City fans, do they?
No, that's because they're all paid to make it actually look like City fans.
I have a feeling, and I enjoyed it. I might have another one in a minute.
I hope it's not an heart attack around Chris.
I'm just wondering how much of this I can get away with on a 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. breakfast show on the radio.
You're knackered. You're being pulled off air. What time are you starting again?
If I'm lucky, I will be. Hey.
What time do you start? 8 a.m.
Yeah.
I give it 3 minutes past, and you're off air.
That's if I remember to press the right button and actually get on.
This is Sunny Hills Radio. Hi everyone, I'm Chris. The
crusty cornflake. No. I've got a few choices here. I've got the cheeky cornflake, the corny cornflake, the crusty cornflake, or the cuddly cornflake.
Why not the crunchy nut?
I'm going to keep my nuts out of this. You got to be careful when you're a DJ my age. Anyway, let's say hello to Zane. He's in.
How are we doing, Zane?
How are you doing? City players look hella nervous. Yes, I think they are.
Yeah, they do.
The longer it goes on, like we said, it benefits Milan. Luke says, God help us Monday night if this is the standard of jokes. Oh, Monday night, mate, it does not even come up to this standard, believe you me. Because they're all prepared and all written down. And had Doug not popped in earlier, I might have told you one. Red Face is in. All right, lads. Who do you reckon will win? I don't know. It could go either. I think I'm gonna call it now. I think it'll be 1-0 to a team in blue. No, I think it literally will be just a 1-goal game. You watch, it'll be 5-4 now. Oh man, this is good from Inter Milan. That took him, and the referee says, "Nope, having none of it. Get on." Right.
I am very surprised that he's not given that.
No, he's not given that one. Now he has. Finally, he's given a third one. The Milan player is still down. He's not issuing a card, though, which is fair play to him. It's a final, like you said. Who's your money on to win, Daniel?
That's a Stonewall foul.
I've just seen Mr. Socks go down.
Oh, well, I mean, you literally touch his arm or try to hold his hand and he'd drop. That's the one thing that pisses me off about Grealish. That he drops like a sack of shit. But I'm going to say...
What an awful free kick again.
I want to say Inter in extra time.
I'm going to have to say just to be different, I'm going to go Man City 1-0.
Man City 1-0. Yeah, I just think Inter in extra time. Although if extra time's out like this, 53 minutes,
Yeah.
we're in for the long
It's
haul tonight.
almost like, and you got it's like a game of chess, really, and they're just cancelling each other out.
Yeah.
Nobody's dominating, which is good, but then again, we're not getting, would you call it end to end?
Yeah. I don't know. No, I'd say the game's really been more played in
There we
spells.
go. Oh, he slipped. Oh, he was looking then. Manchester City, I think he slipped there. He did a slippy G. See, this is it. You see, it is end to end, but then when they get to the end, they don't know what to do with it. That in the last third of both teams, it's awful.
It's not great. Like I say, both teams are having spells of the ball, but yeah, I'm with Anthony. I do think Inter will get the win, but I think it'll be an extra time.
I'm on a promise with Anthony.
Oh,
yeah, for a pint of scrumpy at Bristol.
Well, good luck with that. You've got to surprise his arse out of the armchair to get down to Ashton Gate.
Luke said, yeah, it is. It's very cagey, Luke. You're right. You're right. But at the moment, it's absolutely, I mean, it's still 62% possession to Man City. Let's just see if that's updating at all. No. And they both had 4 shots. So it's not an exciting final. Interestingly, though, Man City given away 5 fouls, into Milan 10.
Says it all.
Do you know how many corners we've had in this game?
1, if I think rightly.
Yeah, you do. Anthony says, Dan, my chair broke. The missus sat in it. It'll be at the gate, don't you worry.
What, the front gate? You try to put it back together.
If it's the wife's chair, we're not able to plug it in, mate.
Lukaku's coming on.
That's if the manager stops giving him some man love. I'm not saying that they were all over each other there, the manager and Lukaku, but I think we definitely had a case of.
There was definitely some loving going on there.
There was, wasn't there?
You
love that one. I always think of you whenever I play that one now. Oh, Kate with a thumb up. Oh no! Again, a bad cross. It's her final ball's been awful from both teams.
Yeah, it's not great. The end product is just not there.
No, not at all. Not at all. I mean, there's a lot at stake. What would you say? It's the biggest game, although they do reckon that's the playoff, don't they? Final.
I mean, they say the richest game in football is the playoffs. Yeah, but in terms of what's on the line, being the best of the best.
Yeah.
You're on about Dan Flash.
From that jingle.
All right. I'm going to say, if he wants me to flash, he'll have to pay me $9.99 a month at my new exclusive OnlyFans account.
How's that going, Dan?
It's been a fat girl summer, I'll tell you that. Dad bods are in.
Oh! Could be... Oh, no! Awful again! Bloody hell!
Why has he gone for the shot there? You can see Lukaku's looking at him going like, why haven't you played it? Why have you gone to be greedy there?
Now Man City are coming away. Can they break away? It's 2-on-5. Again, it's awful. It's awful, but it's a free kick and a yellow card. The first yellow card of the game.
It is.
Milan. I mean, what the hell? A, were Man City doing defensively? And B, what was the Italian striker doing?
But even Barella's, who's been booked, has gone mad at him, saying the pass was on. The pass was on for Lukaku. Martinez should not have gone alone there.
I don't think that was a booking, that foul, but
it's just showing it back again. You know, that's shocking from Akanji to let the ball run through. All he had to do is play it to the feet of Lukaku.
Good goalkeeping, made himself big. Pep Guardiola's just done a Bielsa. In fairness, though, Lukaku did have 3 Man City defenders around him, but he was never going to score from that angle, so he might as well have tried to get it in. And even if it it could have gone in off a City player for an own goal, couldn't it?
Yeah.
If Manchester City score from this free kick now, well, I don't think they will because free kicks and corners have been, the corner, it's been awful. Quickly taken. It's chipped in. Bloody poor header. Honestly, it's like watching Leicester City. Finishing is that bad.
Not the best of headers. So the ball had sort of gone in front of him. I think he's jumped way too early.
Brilliant free kick again, though, was it?
No, not at all.
Blue Fox is saying, Dan, do you miss Sean Dyche? I'm guessing the answer's no.
Nah. It was good while he was here.
Oh, that was it. It was his time, but times, they don't...
It's like I've said to everyone, Arsene Wenger had his time and his success story with Arsenal, and then it went stale. It was same with us. Dyche had just short of 10 years with us.
Look what Brendan did for us at the start, but again, it went stale. Man City and... Oh, what the hell? I mean, he just let it hit him and run away from him. That's shocking. Am I watching a Champions League final here or the Papa John's Trophy final? And that's no disrespect to those teams that might be in the Papa John's Trophy.
No, it's not. That was poor, especially from a calibre of player. You'd expect at least to be able to have a first touch. I mean, I know these things happen in football, but still.
But again!
It was the simplest of passes.
A couple of good little neat passes, and then they're trying to pass it through, and it goes straight to a Milan defender. Anthony says here, this is going to be one of the most boring Champions League finals I've ever seen. It needs a goal. If ever a game is screaming out for a goal, this one is.
Certainly. 61 minutes in, and so far we've just been treated to dross efforts. Yeah. Every time both sides look like coming forward, like I said, there's nothing clinical.
No, not at all.
The closest we've had was a Haaland effort for Inter. If Martinez makes that pass to Lukaku, we could have been looking at a different game now.
Mm.
But it's
disappointing as a Champions League final. I mean, who did Inter win their league?
No, Napoli won it.
Napoli, but obviously, I mean, if he's saying this is the best of England and one of the best of Italy, I think I'd sooner watch the best of Luxembourg play the best of Estonia.
Well, yeah, my mate's just messaged me as well. He said, I hope City play like this against us in the Premier League.
You know what's the shock about that is you've got a mate.
Hey.
Jeff says Man City making too many simple passes. Jeff, tell me, is this not like watching Leicester this last season? This has been Leicester. We would have moments of domination where we do lovely playing but we just do sweet FA in front of goal. Luke says, feel like just falling asleep, waking up and it's still being 0-0. It's that disappointing. It needs a goal. This game needs a goal. Man City coming now down on the near side of the player free. He's got it. Can he get a decent cross in? Of course he fucking can't. Oh, why would I even ask that question? Can he get a decent pass in? He couldn't pass fucking wind. I mean, let's be honest with you.
I've just tweaked as well. Obviously, I know it was Bastoni who got the block in there, but number 95 on the back of his shirt. Interesting.
Maybe that's the minute he's got a pound on to score the goal. Second corner of the game in the 63rd minute. Mr. Socks with it on the near side. He's got both hands up in the air. But he's looking to that contract that he could get with Shaw for men. That went over everybody's head, didn't it? Please subscribe if you are new. It really does help. I'm losing as many as I'm gaining at the moment. And whilst you're there, also don't forget to go over and sub to Turf Moorhouse TV, especially if you want to see some many Premier League action, because you won't see any on my channel.
John Stones is having a bit of beef with someone.
He is. I think he felt it was the Stonewall penalty.
Hey.
These are the jokes. These are the jokes that the people of Surrey want.
I'm sorry, I had to laugh at that. It showed the close up then of John Stones, and you could see what he was saying. You could tell what he was saying, and he was telling the Italian. He said, "You should brush your teeth, you smelly."
Somebody said that to Theo Zacharakis once, who used to play for Leicester. Apparently, he was a bit of a kebab breath. Yeah, please sub everybody and also smash the likes as well. That really does help.
Certainly does. I don't understand how Heineken get all the sponsorship for all this. It's a sharp beer.
But then again, if you didn't have much money and it was on discount, you'd buy it. I've got a fridge full of Strongbow cider. It's nowhere is it even in my top 10, but I just it was on offer.
Why not? What is your go-to then? Like, if you could have your best cider,
Magnus.
Oh,
Man City through! And he fucking tossed it away again.
Oh, Haaland, what are you doing?
Haaland. Bloody hell.
These chances are going to come back to haunt them. Telling you now.
Yeah. But the thing is, though, Inter don't look like they could score either.
No. I just looked at the clock and realised we're still in the 60-odd minute. I'm like, Jesus, is the clock even moving?
True Red says, how is this the same Man City side that battered us 6-0? I thought that when we played your second game of the season. Because I'm thinking, how is this the same team that beat Forest 4-1 in the first game? Hey, we've got a proper derby next season against Coventry. The M69 derby. You know it means something when it's a motorway. Man City kept it in well there, Man City. Oh, that's lovely ball through. Can he hit it? Yes! Rodri scored.
Rodri's done it.
67 minutes. I'm now going to work out how to work out my scoreboard.
You know what? I don't know where that goal's come from. It's come from absolutely nowhere. I'm not being funny, but if you had to say any team deserved it based on possession and everything else, probably you'd have to go Manchester City. As much as they've had even spells, City going 1-0 up, the only problem we've got now is it's 68 minutes in. How did Inter come back from this?
Yeah.
The goal came from nothing. It almost felt like play stopped.
I think the Italian defender fell over. Who fell over? I mean, it
But
went
play stopped.
Two defenders.
How he's curled that round those two defenders?
The thing is, though, if the defenders had not turned to the side, that defender had not turned to his side, he would have hit him and gone to the side of the post. But these defenders, they haven't got the guts to put their body in front of the ball. They turn. Well, I'm sorry, and I'm a fat bastard, but I'm wider that way than I am like that way. So but defenders will not put their bodies on the line.
No, I don't understand why Matteo Darmian didn't even just his hands by his side. So even if it ricocheted off his hands are by his side. It still would have flaming, not would have been given.
In fairness, though, Man City did absolutely brilliantly to keep it in, to keep that move alive, and it was probably. Well, it wasn't the best cross in, but it wasn't cleared very well. And of course, the other Italian defender did slip over. Did a bit of Gerrard, as we call it, doing a Gerrard. do the slippy Gerrard, the slippy Gerrard. That well-known goodie song. But now Inter have got to come for it, and obviously the Italians. They're very good at defending a 1-0 lead, but can they come back from a 1-0 behind?
It's going to have to show some strength of character by Inzaghi's men to do it.
Oh, my God! How the hell? Oh, my God, what happened there? I mean... Is this cup's got Manchester City's name engraved on it?
I think that's hit his own player, hasn't it, on the seconds?
Let's have a look at it. So it's crossed in, it goes up because he got in the way, then it's headed in, totally lost it, headed, hit the bar, he came back and he headed it, and it hit his player.
It hits Lukaku. Lukaku, who's in where?
Number 32. It was a good header, but it hit the bar. And then Lukaku's in the way on the rebound. Oh, my God. This cup has got Manchester City engraved on it, hasn't it?
I don't know. I don't know whether that'll spark City into laugh or make them realise, that...
I don't know. All I will say is the price of oil's just gone up. Oh, it was bad. It was awful defending from City, though.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, number 25, whoever that is. I mean, he was just...
Yeah, Akanji. Akanji was at fault for when the Martinez were through as well. It was him that let Martinez get the run.
How did that not? You have to think, if you're Man City now, you've got to sit there and think, somebody up there is watching us tonight. This has been the best 20 minutes. The game has come alive. Down in Devilgate Drive.
Looks like Kyle Walker's being ready to come on. I wonder if Pep will change it up tactically, take one of the midfielders off, shore up that defence. But then you're more prone to attack because you've lost.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. If he removes a holding midfielder, it could come back and bite him in the arse. So if he does take Rodri off or Stones,
it would be a manager, eh? But Inter Milan are coming forward now. This has really opened the game up. Lukaku! Oh, awful shot again. I'm sorry, is it just me? I just do not. He's a poor man, he's a poor man's Yakubu, isn't he? I mean, he's absolutely awful. And we had Yakubu, and he was okay when we had him. But I mean, what is the guy couldn't score in a ladies' home, could he?
I'm not going to say too much on Lukaku. He's been linked with a move to Burnley this summer.
Well, I don't think you'll get him. I mean, how much would he be?
He's only on loan at Inter from Chelsea.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
But they paid about 100 million for him, didn't they, or something?
I think so. I think we're only rumoured to get him on loan. I don't know, but I mean, he's had success with. He's probably had his best times as a striker when he played for the likes of West Brom and Everton. When he's gone to Chelsea, and he was majorly unfit when he went to Manchester United.
Yes.
So,
do you think now, because Inter are going to have to come forward now, they've got no choice, they must come forward. Do you think this will leave them open at the back?
Yeah, you obviously are more prone to that. If they are going to start firing everything forward, and City won't rest on this laurels of 1-0 as well. If they do, I'll be very surprised. It's not something you see very regular from Pep Guardiola. If they think, that pass, then look at them trying to turn the style on now. If anything, that's just going to rile them up even more. But Inter just need to not lose their heads, not try and throw it away, because it's only one. It's only one. There's still very much in it at 1-0.
Go Walker.
Oh, he's taking a Kanji off. I mean, I don't blame him. He's been shit.
Yeah.
Pep can clearly see what's.
Nobody's arguing about coming off, are they, with Pep?
Like
they did in that. No, that's the. I was going to say it's not a Kanji, but that's the substitution for Inter.
So they've not brought Walker on just yet. Was Bastoni going off?
Yeah, Bastoni's off. Guzans is on. Robin Guzans, who of course was linked with Leicester when we were a Premier League team.
Hey, we linked with Burnley a few years ago and all. And Dumfries is off.
Yeah. I've never been there either.
No. He looks a young lad.
That sounds wrong. It's a free kick to Manchester City. So Walker's not come on then, has he?
No, I don't know whether Akanji said, no, look, I'm sorry. I know I've made 2 errors, but just let me have a chance. But whether Pep trusts him, I don't know.
The next error could cost them the goal.
Yeah, exactly.
Akanji has looked bad.
He has. He's been poor. Like I say, he was at fault for the Martinez situation. He was at fault for nearly.
He's off.
Raul Bellanova.
So Walker hasn't come on.
Definitely not. Walker looked peed off as well. He looked a bit aggrieved not to be coming on.
I think he was pissed off at not being in the team at the first place, apparently, which you can understand.
Well, yeah.
Let's be honest with you. You're going to want to come on, aren't you? It's a Champions League final, for God's sake.
Oh, even if a manager was to turn to me and say, right, there's literally 10 seconds left of a game, I'm bringing you on the pitch.
Cheers, number 2, no! No! Foden!
He's got to be burying that. He's got to be burying that.
He has. I mean, what a weak shot. I mean, you chip it, don't you, at that? You got to chip that, haven't you?
Either way, I think even if you open your foot up and put it to the keeper's other side, you've got more chance because your body's in that position anyway. I do not understand how he has tried to trick the keeper into going the other way, because the effort going in that direction makes it look weaker than it was.
Yes, I mean he was
that was poor.
He
should have doubled that lead.
Yeah, he cut that 2 defenders straight apart. The the goalkeeper. I mean, he did do well, but he didn't really have to do much, Jeff, did he? Really, he went down. It was a daisy cutter, as they say.
It was. Like you said, separated the defence. All he has to do is put the ball in the back of the net, and he's failed. I mean,
With you though, I do feel a bit sorry for that Daisy.
it's
You're going to be waking up with this. You're going to listen in then.
I am. I'll be listening in.
I have my email.
You'll have your one viewer.
Viewer. Oh. You're viewing me. You'll be outside my door stalking.
You have your one listener.
I've got a stalker, you know. I don't think you can tell in these trousers.
I mean, it looks worse the more you see it.
Yes.
You can see like how distraught Pep is. Like, it's easier to put in the back of the net than it is to miss.
De Bruyne would have got that, unfortunately, wouldn't he?
Yeah.
Corner for Inter Milan, headed away by Man City. We're into the last 11 minutes. Can City hold on? Be just like Milan to get a late equaliser, wouldn't it? Not like that, they won't, though.
Oh, poor. A lot of them now as well will be going for that glory goal. You know, wanting to be that one that grabs the equaliser, and that's one thing that really bugs me in this game, in football, that when it gets at dying minutes, there's players that like to just go for that glory shot. Let's not forget, it is a team game, and you need to, it's not all about yourself.
Yeah.
No.
Like a Maddison.
I found that funny.
Not that well. He's through again. No.
Why has he tried to square that? Why has he not gone and hit that first time?
I know. It's like they want to walk the ball in. Now they got a free kick. But it's paramount that it's Inter Milan score soon, isn't it? Paramount.
Yeah.
I'd say
all this City paramount. Pressure.
Would you not say it's paramount?
I'd say it's paramount. Sponsored by Inter Milan.
Yeah, Anthony, whatever. Half our teams coming to Arsenal as they normally are, but funny that none of them ever end up getting there, do they? It's like the sat nav just doesn't work when it gets close to the Emirates. Oh, good take there from the Milan goalkeeper. Look at his shirt. It's pretty ripped there, isn't it?
Ooh, bloody hell.
Tell you what, and I did say this at the start, didn't I? That not always there for big games. Mr. Haaland, has he been? I've forgotten he's on the pitch.
Apart from that shot he had in the first half, he's done absolutely naff all.
Yeah, Anthony. Tielemans has signed for that top Champions League playing club that he wanted to. Oh, Aston Villa. It's a joke. All right, who's coming on now for Villa? Stone's coming off. Walker.
No one's coming on for Villa, Chris.
Sorry?
He said, "Who's coming on for Villa?"
Because Anthony's asking me about Tielemans. 8 minutes to go. What time are you on there, Dan?
82:09, 10, 11.
Oh, I'm about 3 seconds ahead of you.
Yeah.
Yeah, and anyway, Anthony, I thought Tielemans was going to Arsenal. I mean, all the Arsenal fans had Tielemans' picture in an Arsenal shirt and everything. What happened? But always fucking happens with Arsenal. They never get the man.
Is this City's time? Is this the moment where City clinched their first Champions League silverware.
Lukaku's booked. And the thing is, all they're doing is playing into Man City's hands here.
Yeah. Yeah, I couldn't agree more.
That is. Jeff says, yes, Yuri confirms he is not good enough for the Champions League. Quite right, Jeff, quite right. Anyway, he's gone now, so he can go and break his leg and end his career. Another change for Milan. I want to say at least this manager so far, anyway, the Inter manager is showing the referee some respect, a little bit more than Jose Mourinho did.
Yeah. Henrik Mkhitaryan comes on for...
Didn't he used to be Man United?
Yeah, and Arsenal.
Talking of Arsenal, yes, I know Edu hasn't got a clue on getting players. And I don't know, I mean, Anthony, you seem to be linked with all these players. Now, whether it's just paper talk or not, I don't know, but... Or whether whether you don't want any of our players, and it's all, like I say, all paper talk, but you just don't seem to get any of them. And honestly, I don't know whether you're the same with other teams. There's a corner to Manchester City. Yes, if they get a second goal now, it'll all be over. Comes in, but it's safe and easy for the goalkeeper to take. Just while we're doing here, I just want to say a big, huge thank you to John Thornton, Told You Bro, Ash Patini, Sharky, Marcus Sports, Judy Bowers, Dugout Football Channel, Nate, Kate, Matthew Burke, David Smith, LCFC Gray, Highfields Fox, Steve Smart, Brad Perkins, and Shane Downs, who have all become members. £1.99 of your good English pounds, ladies and gentlemen. You become a member. We'll be having member-only shows. We will also be having, you can get member-only quizzes. An awful ball again there from Inter Milan. Brendan Rodgers has gone all Italian. You know what I mean. So do consider becoming a member. The first quiz is probably going to go up after this show. There we go. Become a member for just £1.99.
Per championship month.
Yes.
That's what it stands for, isn't it?
I don't know. You tell me. Cheeky bastard. I can do this, you know. Who is he? Honestly, the Premier League so last season. It's all about this. It's all about the Championship, you know.
I'm going to miss it. Actually, I'm genuinely going to miss it. I enjoyed the Championship.
Direct Line have just emailed me, Chris. You can renew your car insurance online. Your car won't be insured with us after the 28th of June. No, it fucking won't, as you put it up from £244 to £347. I won't bloody be insured with you. In fact, I said, that's 55% increase. Where the hell do you get that from? I said I could bloody drive a car around Ukraine and get cheaper insurance than that.
Yeah.
Bloody ridiculous. When I rang them up, they got it down to 295. I said, well, why didn't you come up with that first of all? I said, I'm still not happy. I'm still going to probably move on, but why the hell didn't you just come out with that at the start? Anyway, we are into the last 3 minutes, 3 minutes.
Yep.
It would be so Italian just to sneak one, wouldn't it?
The most Italian thing you could ever do is probably score in the dying minute, and I don't know. It is the most Italian thing to do, but then on the basis of this game, I can't see it, which means it's probably going to happen now that I've said that.
I know, another bad cross, though, but it's ended up with an Italian player. It's chipped into the box. Yes! Oh, my God! Oh, my fucking God!
Oh, that was it. That was the chance. That was the chance.
Oh, my word!
How is your luck?
Well, I don't believe it.
I don't. I mean, that's the second time. Jesus. And the corner comes to nothing. What the hell was it? Headed over. What a save. Well,
Great,
all right,
great save.
I'm saying what a save. He didn't have to move for it, did he, really? But he was lucky.
Right place, right
because
time.
he fumbled it. He totally fumbled it. It came off him more than he saved it. Guy's face.
Bloody hell.
that face sums up the whole of the blue side of Manchester. The red side have just shit themselves.
I mean, if you're Ruben Diaz, though, you must have balls of steel because to even head that away,
yes,
with a very good chance that could have hit the back of your own net. That was the moment for Inter Milan. Yeah, so did I. That was the moment for Inter Milan.
Oh, and it's Lukaku got 90 on his back. Yeah, I think he needs 90 shots to get one goal. We are into the we are 20 seconds, 15 seconds off the 90. Nearly for Inter, yes.
Do you know what?
I don't think he knew where he was hitting it.
No. I think once the save had been made by Ederson, it's just bounced up and he's just had to clear it anywhere he can. And
yes, we're going to capture 5 minutes. What we'll do is I know there's a lot of people asking questions, Jeff, about the money and Anthony about the summer. We'll come to those when the game's finished, but I think we just want to concentrate on this last 5 minutes, don't we? So we'll catch up with your questions.
Chris, what's it 5 minutes of?
I have no idea. I haven't got that one. I've only got 2. I'm still aghast at that. Oh, where? I mean, oh my God.
It was unbelievable.
What? I'm Premier League. I am elite. I am proper elite. No. I am Dorinda.
Oh, yeah. So at 4 minutes, surely Manchester City can't throw this away. Just take it into the corner, Socks. But he's lost it, and it's a throw from Milan to the goalkeeper. Surely he can pick that up. Haaland's given away a free kick. Oh, he's booking Haaland for that, and he's booking the goalkeeper for that. And I'm sure. Do you understand that, Dan?
I can understand booking the keeper for afters. I think Haaland has to challenge for it.
Was there any? I didn't see any afters.
Yeah, Onana went over to him and pushed him.
Ah, right. Okay. He looks like a banana, doesn't he, in all in yellow? Oh, he did, yeah. He's just showing it. Yeah. I mean, come on. I'm sure Haaland won't give a toss, will he?
No,
Same thing he's done in the second half, though, isn't it? It's a free kick to Inter Milan. He's just given away a free kick, Haaland. Now, come on, Manchester City. You've just got to... Don't lose concentration. I mean, the free kicks from Inter Milan have been awful all night. Well, they have from both sides, in fairness.
In the words of the greatest Leicester City manager there ever was, this does not fucking slip now.
Oh! Jock Wallace didn't talk like that.
No, but you knew Gaffer Gerrard, man.
Oh, that looked close. Let's have a look how close it was from Milan.
I think it looks wider from the other angle, doesn't it? Oh, who's booked?
The goalkeeper's been booked. I think time wasting, I'm guessing.
Yeah, it will be.
And again, let's be honest with you, unless you're going to do something stupid in the next minute and a half, you take that yellow, don't you?
Oh, yeah. Every day of the week. Twice on a Sunday.
We've got 90 seconds to go. And it's another free kick now. Milan are going down like a bride's knickers on a wedding night. Oanu's up and almost on the halfway line to take this free kick. De Bruyne's up off the bench. It comes in. Oh, well taken there. Well taken there. Can't even think. Forgot
Edison. Edison did really well to come out there. Command his box. Probably shouted, "Keepers!"
He did. He's done a Gerrard. He's gone down on it. Not a Gerrard, a Pickford. That's it. Get me Scousers mixed up.
1 minute left.
Come on.
That's it. I think City might have this in the bag. But, you know, let's not take anything away.
They'll go in mad because they didn't win the free kick.
Let's not take anything away from Inter Milan. They have given Manchester City a game. Both teams have, you know, tried to break each other down, and it's just come to, you know, a moment of brilliance and a lapse of concentration.
But I don't think the game really came to life until the goal, though.
No, until around 70 minutes, it were.
Yeah, two Man City defenders getting in each other's way there, but it's Inter Milan coming forward again. 4:59. 5 minutes is up. Last chance here, and it's a corner. No, is it over? Oh, I don't know what's happening there. The Brad lookalike's going a little bit mad. They've got time to take the corner. I'm not sure what went on there. Whether Pepper gone over and said something, but it's a corner for Inter Milan. With 5 minutes 30 into 5 minutes of injury time. It's a corner. It's got to be the last chance, surely, for Milan. And Arnu's up. Oh, and again, what happened?
Oh, another save.
It's over. It's over. Manchester City are European champions. They have won the FA Cup. They have won the Premier League. They have done the treble. Well done, Manchester City.
Fantastic achievement by Pep Guardiola.
Get my names right, Dan.
Fantastic achievement by Pep Guardiola. He's done it. He's brought the Champions League to Manchester City. You know, you can see how much it means to them. Grealish is on the deck crying. Some fantastic late saves by Edison kept Manchester City in this game because Inter literally threw everything at them after going 1-0 down. You've got to say a massive credit to Inzaghi's Inter Milan team. They did not lie down even at 1-0. You know, it'll be tough to take for them, but what an achievement for Manchester City. They have done it. They have done the treble. And, you know, what a time for a side from English football.
Yes, totally. I mean, not a classic. To be honest with you, if it wasn't the treble, you'd have probably looked at this and went, yeah, well done, Man City, you finally won it. But did they win it, or did you think Inter Milan failed to win? Well, they obviously failed to win it. But you know what I'm saying? Lukaku, I mean, come on. I mean, how many chances? I mean, that he needs that 90 on his back. Like I said earlier, that's how many chances he needs to get one goal, isn't it?
When you looks in, but when you looks out, like Inter's were, it's literally something. And how many chances did they have? It's bounced off Lukaku from a header that's bounced off a crossbar. Like I say, you've got the likes of Ederson with some fantastic saves. Ruben Diaz near enough pointing his own net. When the stars align and things go your way, like it has done for Manchester City, like Rodri right now, he could literally have a stinker for the next six years. He will forever be a City legend for bringing them their first Champions League title. Congratulations to Manchester City. Well deserved in the end. A fantastic goal to win it. But yeah, like I say, commiserations to Inter. What an achievement! What an achievement for the citizens. They've done really, really well. Pep Guardiola's probably going to take a lot of the plaudits because, like you said, it wasn't a classic. It wasn't one of those games that really got you up out your seat unless you was actually a City fan. But then, like you say, fantastic achievement for Pep and his team. Everyone at Manchester City, well done. Deserving winners on a whole, beating Bayern Munich, beating Real Madrid, and you've had to beat a very, very strong and resolute Inter Milan side. Fair play to Pep and his boys.
Yeah. You cannot say that they've had it easy, can you?
No. No, definitely not.
I mean, Inter Milan, let's be honest with you, whoever you're playing in the quarterfinals of the Champions League, and, I know that because, Leicester have been there. Just thought I'd get that in.
It still hurts.
But, no, you see, the funny thing is it doesn't because I'd never have thought I would have been there.
Oh, no.
It's, yeah, it's not like they've played, a Leicester and a Bruges or they've once you got out the group, whoever you're playing in they deserve to be in the quarterfinals as well. So, they've done well, but it has Bayern Munich and Real Madrid. My God. Oh, no, I'm sorry, Kate, but it is going to shut up the red side of Manchester. That's going to rile them so much. And that's probably half the enjoyment that I'm feeling at the moment. The likes of Rich and Maisie and what have you are crying into their Manchester tea. Or Yorkshire tea, I guess.
The thing is, the noisy neighbours, I think that's another reason why United fans didn't want them to get the Champions League. It was a case of, it was almost like dangling a carrot in front of them saying, have you ever had one of these? I don't know whether it was a United fans' last little bit of, you can't have what we've got. But now that's a completely different story. And
I will admit, if let us say, I didn't, the little bit of me didn't want West Ham to win the Europa Conference because we got to the semis last year, and it kind of thinking, I don't want them to win it, and we were the last new team, I think, to win the FA Cup, and so I wouldn't want, let's say, if Burnley win it, you've already won it anyway, but. I don't know. Let's say Ipswich Town. Oh, no, well, you know what I'm saying, don't you?
Yeah.
So I understand Manchester United saying that they didn't want them to win that. Of course, there's the rivalry there. They didn't want to win it, them to win it. But look, they've done it, and I don't think I asked the question. I think to Brad a while ago was, does this treble mean less because of Manchester City's money than Manchester United's? And I know we touched on it at the start. To me, it doesn't because football's moved on.
Yeah.
Okay. I was expecting a longer answer than that.
No, sorry. No, football has moved on, and it's like I said, City at the moment are the ones with the Premier League book open, writing their story, and. This is it's another accolade to add to their recent success.
Yeah.
The thing is, again, United fans will, like I said about dangling the carrot, what they're going to come up with now. You'll never have the success as try matching what Sir Alex Ferguson did. I've got nothing against United fans and stuff like that, and I understand. Everybody has rivalries, and they'll say about City and what have you, but. you know, it's for me. You know, City have been knocking on the door of this competition for a while now, and it was eventually going to come. It wasn't a case of if, but when.
Yes, yeah. Okay, another a few
Hope
questions.
that was long enough for you.
Yeah. No, I just wasn't expecting it. Anthony says, so what is Chris and Dan doing now there's no football?
Each other.
Sorry?
So what is Chris and Dan doing now there's no football? I said each other.
all I can only, you know, let me just say this. That's what we'll be doing. England are playing next Friday and the following Monday, so I'm going to be covering that. I'm sure Dan will on his channel as well. We've got loads of quizzes coming up during the summer. We've also got the Women's World Cup, which again I'm covering. I presume you will be as well, Dan. So there'll be plenty. Not being able to sign a player. I want to be a member, but having problems here in the Philippines. Can I play for a whole year? I don't think you can, Jeff. I think it has to be a monthly. I don't know what the problem is. I know I've got a couple of Americans that are members. Nate is one, and Sean down the latest one. They both are from America, and I think YouTube just convert it into the local currency. So I don't know. I don't know what to say, Jeff. I don't know what to say. Message me and I'll see what the problem. We'll see if we can find out what the problem is. Anthony, yeah, thinking into play. No, it's next Friday and the following Monday. I'd rather have Dan's hair than Haaland's. Congratulations to Man City on the treble. Yeah, you know, at the end of the day, I don't know, whether you like Man City, you don't. I don't particularly bothered either way, because, like I say, if it was me with their money, would I care what anybody thought about me? No. And at the end of the day, a club like Rochdale will look at Leicester and think, we're Manchester City to them. So it's all relative, and if it was us, we wouldn't give a toss, mate. Whatever everybody else thought. Pep won all trophies now for Man City. What's in store for him now? He's won everything. Has he won the UEFA Cup? Tell you what, he hasn't won the Europa Conference League. He's not been good enough to win that. Moyes is the better manager because he's won that. Jeff says, thanks, Chris, Dan, and the chat. A great result for Man City, but a disaster for United fans. However, United have now lived in past glories for far too long, and this result will enable United to move on. Ooh. True, Jeff. True, though. Let's be honest, Inter could have won with their chances. Yeah, it's all about taking chances. Take a chance, take a chance, take a chance. Chris is the new Spidey. No, in my stomach, I'm the Flash, mate. I come in a flash, I know that much. Apparently, I did actually see an advert the other day. It says you can now become a sperm donor by post. As soon as I read that, I came in a jiffy.
Oh, God. Same jokes, no changes.
No, but it's you never know, somebody new might be watching. Right. Dan, I'm going to have an early night. Are you joining me? I will see you. I will see you tomorrow. Thank you so much for coming on. Give a shout out. Your link is in the description in the YouTube channel below. But give a shout out to your channels, mate.
Yeah, so you can check us out on Turf Moorhouse TV, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, and Twitch. We're all over it. As I say, just search Turf Moorhouse. Do Burnley content, but I do quite a lot of football content as well. And like I say, good luck to Leicester for next season. Thanks again, Chris, for having me on. And thanks for everyone getting involved in the chat as well. I really appreciate it. And keep showing Chris your support because he will always wear it.
I will indeed. I've got it on now, in fact.
Shit is about to go there.
It is. It is. Dan, I will see you tomorrow, though.
You will indeed.
Yes,
you
not
will indeed.
And then I see you 3 nights in a week.
I am so sore.
Do give my best to Kate, because she does say that my best is better than yours.
Well, that goes without saying, mate. That goes without saying.
Go and make her a cup of good Yorkshire tea. She'll love you. Dan, mate, thanks so much. Make sure, guys, it's going to be the best Premier League content next year is going to be on Turf Moorhouse TV. Make sure you get over there and give him a subscribe. Did you do anything for hitting the 1,000? Did you do a hot chip challenge or anything?
I've not done anything yet for 1K. I am literally in the process of thinking about a few things. Maybe doing some
another hot chip. I'm sorry, the eating the spark that didn't work. You've got to do with a hot chip. That was what. But you got to do a 2 hot chip now.
No, you're all right. You're all right. I don't know whether to do
chili. What about hot chili?
I don't know whether to do something for charity in terms of, I don't know, maybe like a back wax or chest wax or something like that. And all the money goes to charity. But I will see. I'm trying to think of something, but fingers crossed. We'll see what happens.
Going to charity. 7 o'clock tomorrow. Dan's back with me, and we're going to be covering Soccer Aid. And I have set it up that we will not be taking any money from adverts on that channel, so we're not going to be making any money on that. So, and rather than do that, we would ask you, if you are watching, don't give us a super chat. There's going to be a link in the chat tomorrow. Send it off to UNICEF for the Soccer Aid charity. Dan, the man, thank you so very much, mate. I will see you tomorrow. It's been a pleasure for you. And thank you for coming on. And the Northwest has got another champion.
I'm right here.
It's been a while. The last one was Blackburn, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Hey.
No.
Hey. Oh, controversial. Ooh. Right, sir. I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks very much.
Take it easy. Thanks, everyone. See you in a bit.
Dan the man there, the Burnley, Dan the Burnley fan. Be sure to get over in there and give him your support. Give the support to us as well. Please do subscribe to the channel if you are new. Smash the likes, click that notification bell, and please do, if you can, subscribe. Message me on Twitter, Jeff, and we'll have a chat and I'll see what the problem is. The other problem is, here we go, that YouTube has converted £1.99 UK pounds to 49 pesos, but there are 7 pesos to the pound. If that's, it depends when, I don't know, does it change? Whatever you want to do, mate. If it's 49 pesos, I don't mind. Do what you would like to do. And I am grateful. If it converts to a pound or whatever, I'm just grateful, mate. Join, and then you can join in all the members' fun and everything that we're going to have planned for next year. We'll be back tomorrow, like I say, 8 o'clock. It will be for Soccer Aid, the Watchalong. And don't forget this.
Something is coming. Something big. Are you ready?
And don't forget to follow us on all our socials, including Twitter.
Did you know we're on Twitter too? Connect with us there and get involved.
Indeed. This has been Chris. This has been LTID TV. I've been Chris. I've no idea what I'm talking about. I'm just going to hand it over to Arnie. Good night. See you tomorrow at 7 o'clock. Thanks for watching. Take care.
Thanks for watching. These videos are tremendous. You'd better like them too, or I'll be back.
This podcast is proud to be part of the TalkSport Fan Network.
TalkSport. Powered by fans.
That will conclude this evening's entertainment.